Page 99, questions and answers, MCQ type, mark 1. 1. In the poem Daybreak, the wind impels the belfry tower, D, to blow the clarion. A, to ring its bell. 2. In the poem Daybreak, the wind asks the dead, D, to lie in quiet. 3. In the poem Daybreak, the wind sighs for, B, the dead. 4. In Longfellow's poem Daybreak, the belfry tower is known, B, for its bells. 5. In Longfellow's poem Daybreak, the wind meets the dead, A, in the churchyard. 6. The wind calls upon, B, the belfry tower. 7. O bell, proclaim the hour. Here, proclaim means, B, announce. Gorabazar Shilpo Mondir Girls HS School. 8. Churchyard means, C, church ground. 9. In Daybreak, the wind urges the bell tower to, A, ring its bell to mark the dawn. 10. The wind asks those who are lying in the graveyard to lie on because, D, they still have to wait. 11. The wind sighed while crossing the, A, churchyard, Pannalal Institution. 12. The wind asks the bell to, B, ring. 13. The wind crosses the churchyard with a sigh because, B, the dead are at rest there and it is not time for them to rise. 14. The wind told the churchyard in, C, lie quietly. Annual Exam 2017. 15. In the poem Daybreak, the wind crossed the churchyard with a, D, sigh. Annual Exam 2015, Kedesh Amilane High School. 16. Not yet in quiet lie. The line is taken from, B, Daybreak. 17. The poem Daybreak is rich in, A, imagery. Page 100. Question 18. The poem Daybreak is a poem of, A, nature. 19. Daybreak as a poem reminds us of, B, William Wordsworth. WORDSWORTH. 20. The wind symbolizes, A, daybreak. Pannalal Institution. 21. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow is here, A, pessimistic. 22. H.W. Longfellow has used the wind as, C, a harbinger of hope. 23. In Longfellow's poem Daybreak, the wind is given the human ability to, C, look after the forest. 24. In Longfellow's poem Daybreak, the wind urges all except the dead in, 2, C, wake up at dawn. 25. In Longfellow's poem Daybreak, the wind, C, uses same tone for different objects. 26. In Daybreak, Longfellow records, D, the beauty of a sunlit morning. 27. In Daybreak, the wind speaks like a human being. This is an example of, B, personification. 28. Daybreak is that poem which, B, shows how nature becomes vivacious when the day begins. Vivacious, VIVACIOUS. 29. The wind is symbolic in that, B, it awakes everything in nature for unusual activity. 30. The poet celebrates day because, D, day indicates life. 31. The function of the wind is, B, to announce the arrival of day. 32. The figure of speech used for the wind is, A, personification. 33. Daybreak is written in A. 9 rhymed couplets. 34. Daybreak follows A. The spirited progression of the wind. Short answer type, mark 1. Answer in a complete sentence. 1. What is a belfry tower? Deshirgor AC Institution, Gede Shamilane High School. Answer. A belfry tower is a bell tower which usually forms a part of a church stop. এটি হলো ঘণ্টাঘরের চূড়া যা সাধারণভাবে গির্জার অংশবিশেষ। Page 101. Question 2. What is the function of a belfry tower? এর ভূমিকা কি? Answer. In the medieval period, medieval, belfry tower would regulate the lives of the city dwellers by ringing its bells at different times of the day and on different occasions. OCCASION stop. মধ্যযুগে ঘণ্টাঘর দিনের বিভিন্ন সময় এবং বিভিন্ন অনুষ্ঠান উপলক্ষে ঘণ্টাধ্বনির মাধ্যমে শহরের মানুষের জীবনযাত্রা নিয়ন্ত্রণ করত। 3. What did the wind urge the bell to do? বাতাস ঘণ্টাকে কি করতে আবেদন জানিয়েছিল? WBTA said 7. Answer. The wind urged the bell of the tower to ring to announce the advent of morning. চূড়ার ঘণ্টাকে বাতাস সকালের আগমন ঘণ্টা বাজিয়ে ঘোষণা করার আবেদন করেছিল। 4. Why did the wind sigh while crossing the churchyard? WBTS set 7. গির্জা সংলগ্ন কবরস্থান অতিক্রম করার সময় বাতাস কেন দীর্ঘশ্বাস ফেলেছিল? Answer. The wind sighed while crossing the churchyard because it was not the right time for the dead to wake up. Stop. গির্জা সংলগ্ন কবরস্থান অতিক্রম করার সময় বাতাস দীর্ঘশ্বাস ফেলেছিল কারণ মৃতদের জেগে ওঠার সেটি সঠিক সময় ছিল না। 5. What did the wind say when it crossed the churchyard? গির্জা সংলগ্ন কবরস্থান অতিক্রম করার সময় বাতাস কি বলেছিল? Annual exam 2014. Answer. When the wind crossed the churchyard, it told the dead to continue resting quietly in their graves. গির্জা সংলগ্ন কবরস্থান পেরিয়ে যাওয়ার সময় বাতাস মৃতদের কবরে শান্তভাবে তাদের বিশ্রাম অব্যাহত রাখতে বলেছিল। 6. What did the wind tell the dead? বাতাস মৃতদের কি বলেছিল? Answer. The wind told the dead to lie quietly and enjoy eternal sleep. বাতাস মৃতদের শান্তভাবে শুয়ে থাকতে এবং অনন্ত ঘুম উপভোগ করতে বলেছিল। 7. Why does the wind proclaim differently when it crosses the churchyard? গির্জার প্রাঙ্গণ পার করার সময় বাতাস আলাদাভাবে ঘোষণা করে কেন? Annual exam 2016. Answer. The wind proclaims differently when it crosses the churchyard because there the souls of the dead are sleeping peacefully. গির্জার প্রাঙ্গণ পার করার সময় বাতাস আলাদাভাবে ঘোষণা করে কারণ সেখানে মৃতদের আত্মা শান্তিতে ঘুমোচ্ছে। 8. What's the main theme of the poem? কবিতার মূল বিষয়বস্তু কি? Answer. The main theme of the poem, Daybreak, is announcement of a new day that brings new hope. Daybreak কবিতাটির মূল বিষয়বস্তু হল নতুন দিনের সূচনার ঘোষণা যা নতুন আশা নিয়ে আসে। 9. How many rhymed couplets does the poem Daybreak have? কতগুলি ছন্দবদ্ধ দ্বিপদী কবিতাটিতে আছে? The poem Daybreak has 9 rhymed couplets. 9টি ছন্দবদ্ধ দ্বিপদী আছে। 10. What's the central idea of the poem? কবিতাটির কেন্দ্রীয় ভাব কি? Answer. The central idea of the poem is the awakening of the living world to action at the advent of the day. 11. Who remain unstirred by the sea wind? WBTS set 1. Answer. The dead buried in the churchyard remain unstirred by the sea wind. Analytical/descriptive type, marks 5. Word limit in about 100 words. 1. What was the wind's appeal to the fields of corn in the poem Daybreak? Where is the belfry tower normally situated? What was the wind's appeal to the tower? 2 plus 1 plus 2. Answer. In daybreak, the wind rushed to the fields of corn and softly urged them to greet the approaching approaching morning by bowing down. Stop. Next. Belfry towers are normally situated alongside a church, usually forming a part of it. Stop. Next, the wind appealed to the belfry tower to ring the bell and wake the people up. Stop. The bells in the tower once regulated the lives of the city dwellers. Stop. 2. Give the substance of the poem Daybreak. Talpukur K.M. High School. কবিতাটির সারাংশ দেখো. Answer. See substance of the poem. Page 102. Question 3. Justify the title of the poem Daybreak. See the title of the poem. কবিতাটির শিরোনাম দেখো. Annual Exam 2017. 4. Give the central idea of the poem Daybreak. Pannalal Institution. See central idea of the poem. কবিতাটির কেন্দ্রীয় ভাব দেখো. 5. How does Longfellow personify the wind in the poem Daybreak? Pannalal Institution. Answer. In the poem Daybreak, Longfellow personifies the wind by giving it the power of speech. Stop. Emerging from the sea, it moves and speaks to all it meets. Stop. It asks the mists to make room for its passage. Stop. It urges the mariners to sail on. Stop. On distant land, it impels the forest to display its leafy branches, the birds to sing, the chanticleer to crow, the corn to bow and greet the morning, and the belfry tower to ring its bell to proclaim the hour. Stop. But when it blows across the churchyard, it sighs for the dead and tells them to continue to lie quietly. Stop. Like human beings, the wind uses human language and different tone to wake up different objects of nature. Stop. Thus, the poet personifies the wind. 6. Whom does the wind visit in the poem Daybreak? What does it say to them? 2 plus 3. Answer. In the poem Daybreak, the wind at first meets the mists, MISTS, and the mariners of the ship at sea. Stop. On land, it visits the forest, the wood bird, the chanticleer, the fields of corn, the belfry tower, and the dead at the churchyard. Stop. Next. The wind asks the mists to make room for its passage. Stop. It urges the mariners to sail on. Stop. Then it hurries on to the distant land. Stop. It impels the forest to display its leafy branches, the wood bird to sing, the chanticleer to crow, the corn to bow and greet the morning, and the belfry tower to ring its bell to proclaim the advent of a new day. Stop. But it asks the dead to continue to lie quietly in eternal sleep. Stop. 7. What role does the wind play in announcing the beginning of the day? How is the final couplet different from the rest of the poem? 3 plus 2. Annual Exam 2014. Answer. In the poem Daybreak, at dawn, the wind rises from the sea, meets the mists and urges it to make room for its movement. Stop. Then it urges the mariners to sail on at daybreak. Stop. Thereafter it rushes to a distant land, crying to all animals and inanimate, namely the forest, the woodbird, the chanticleer, the corn of the fields, and the bell of the belfry tower, to be awake and either to greet or to proclaim the morning. As a messenger of nature, it announces the beginning of a new day. Thus, it brings new hope to the living world. Next. The final couplet, couplet, is different from the rest of the poem. Here, the wind does the reverse of its previous action. It asks the dead to lie in eternal sleep in the calmness of the grave. Page 103. Question 8. Question 8. Who takes the responsibility of announcing the breaking of day? How is this feat, F-E-A-T, achieved? Annual Exam 2015. Answer. The wind takes the responsibility of announcing the breaking of day. Next, for second part, C, first part of question number 7, analytical descriptive type, day 3. Question number 7 এর প্রথম অংশ দেখো। 9. What was the course of the wind in the poem Daybreak, the Shirgore AC institution? Answer. See first part of question number 7, day 3, analytical descriptive type. 10. What picture of dawn does the poem Daybreak present? In the poem Daybreak, Longfellow presents a beautiful picture of dawn. The poet describes the places and objects that the wind visits and records its speech. At dawn, the sea is misty and the mariners are asleep. The ships are anchored. The land at a distance is also sunk, S-U-N-K, in sleep. The forest is asleep, semicolon. The woodbird is also sleeping with its wings folded. So is the rooster, R-O-O-S-T-E-R, Only the corn stalks, S-T-A-L-K-S, stand straight. Silence prevails in the belfry tower and in the churchyard. The only sound that breaks the silence is the call of the wind as it rushes through the forest and over the farm and churchyard. The wind urges all, except the dead, to wake up at the advent of a new day. Symbolically, this dawn is the time for the preparation of the spiritual awakening of the soul. 11. Is there a shift in tone in the final couplet? Why is there a shift? Answer. In Daybreak, the wind announces the advent of a new day in a lively manner. Coming out of the sea, it delivers the message of a new dawn to all in a different way. It urges all to wake up and start afresh. But finally, when it reaches the churchyard, it does not urge the dead to wake up. Rather, it sighs for the dead lying in their grave. This shift in tone in the final couplet is remarkable. Next. The poet presents the wind as a sensitive person with empathy, E-M-P-A-T-H-Y, for all. So when it crosses the graveyard, it sighs for the dead and tells them to lie in eternal sleep. It also refers to the Christian belief that the dead buried in the churchyard will rise only on Judgment Day. 12. Consider Daybreak as a symbolic poem. Answer. Longfellow's Daybreak is a fine specimen of symbolic poetry. Stop. On the surface, surface, comma, the poem is concerned with the breaking of the day. Stop. This daybreak symbolizes the beginning of new hope. Stop. Out of the darkness of the night comes the day with a ray of hope. Stop. The wind is the harbinger of this new hope. Stop. The wind overcomes the barrier of mist and reaches at every corner with a new message. Stop. The wind stands for determination and its movement marks the forward march of civilization. Stop. The waking up of the mariners indicates progress and prosperity. Stop. The leafy banners, comma, the fields of corn, comma, ships and mariners stand for economic prosperity. Stop. The sound of chanticleer, comma, the song of the woodbird and bell of the belfry tower are sounds of joy at the beginning of a new day. Bow suggests the embracing of a new day with high hope and admiration.